let's make lemonade. Okay, let's go to work.
That's the signal. Go, 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 go. It's beautiful. Mother Nature just pissed her pants, dude.
Wake up and hit the ground running. It's The Rush, presented by Willis Auto, with Travis Justice and Ross Peterson bringing you raw, unfiltered, and unapologetic talk about sports, life, and everything else that matters. No filtered, no fluff, just The Rush.
Happy Friday, everybody. Welcome to the Rush Radio Show, powered by Willis Automotive and Willis Infinity. Save up to $10,000 on 2026 QX80 and up to $6,000 on the QX60. Plus, take advantage of more manager specials before the end of the month. Get excited for the all-new 2027 Infinity QX65. Man, lots of stuff happening at Willis Automotive. Good time to buy a car. Just start your buying journey at willisauto.com. If you're listening on the audio stream at therushradio.com, the Rush Radio Android app, or the TuneIn app, thank you so much. Watching on YouTube, go ahead and hit that subscribe button. Give this video a like. You can leave your comments in the comments section. Call the show at 515-517-2303. And, of course, follow us on social media. Hello, Ross Peterson.
Hi, buddy. Happy Friday. Happy Friday.
Same to you, man. What shirt are you wearing today? What are you wearing right there? It's the...
I thought we were in the same. You're not wearing your 2026 Iowa ICDC recital Beyonce. You're not wearing
Beyonce 2K26. Beyonce
2K too soon. I'll tell you that. So when this is happening, getting after it tonight.
Ross's sporting event tonight. Hanging out. Not going to be watching NBA. Not going to be watching the tip off of the WNBA season. Oh no. He's watching dance competition.
I'll be where the action is.
Are there winners crowned tonight? Do they get trophies? Do they get medals? I mean,
Travis,
did they get rings?
Travis, at a night like tonight, everybody's a winner.
That's not true. Everybody knows who sucks. Everybody sitting in the crowd go, "Oh, poor little Sally." Everybody.
We have a real true. I told you, I'm not. It's a star-studded daddy-daughter portion of the recital tonight. Okay, and the rehearsals have been fun. All right, one of the dads had a great idea. Now nobody's gonna do it.
Get high beforehand.
Well, I can't imagine there's gonna be a couple that do that.
Just.
Oh man, I got a story for you. No, for the daddy-daughter dance. Oh, I got that. Brought back a good story. Anyway, one of the dads. You've been. You didn't. The girls never did the dance thing. You never
And every day I'm reminded, and I don't say anything until today. I'm reminded how different of parents we really are. And that is...
You and Jeanette?
Yes. We never did the dance thing. We never did the travel thing. You know, like the kids when they were in 8th grade had a chance to go to Washington, D.C. 99% of their classmates went. We went, you're not going. You're just not going. And they look at you and you're like, why? Because we can't fucking afford it. That's why. You know, I go, so the dance classes that our kids had were dance parties in the kitchen. You know, there was a good portion of our kids' youth when they were kids where we had one car. My wife literally had to take me to work every day, or I just left her at home every day.
And I'm not being a smartass. That's why you have the nice things you have now.
I don't know about that, but
I think you saved your money.
There was sacrifice there, right?
Yeah,
No, we were sending them to private schools. We made that side, and I just said we can't do it, and I felt bad, but you know the kids weren't clamoring to go to dance. Owen wasn't going, "Hey, can I play select baseball?" And I think he was the one who always like wasn't going to ask because he knew what the answer was going to be. I mean, if you talk to my kids, they'll go, "Hey, what was your dad like growing up?" He said no a lot. That's what it is. He said no. You say yes all the time, and I sit there and go, "Man, you're so much different than me."
Different's the right word. Different.
Yes.
Yeah.
I'm not judging.
No, I know you're not at all. I know you're not. And it's not that I'm a better dad by doing that. Is what I'm. It's different. First of all, I like it. It's fun.
But see, they sucked you in. How much that T-shirt cost you?
Now.
Now I'm going to judge. This is where they suck you in. Hey, we need you to pay your monthly. Then you need to pay for the dance outfits. Hey, we're going to have this daddy-daughter dance. We're going to put the dads in T-shirts. Can we see the back of the T-shirt? Can we see the back of the T-shirt?
What do you mean the back of the T-shirt? It's just the front of the T-shirt.
No, let's see the back of the T-shirt.
Want to see the back of the T-shirt?
Yeah, let's see the back of the T-shirt. Audrey's dad. So there's an additional screen printing charge. So how much did the shirt cost you? If you say $30, I'm going to punch you in the face.
How about this? A dude didn't walk into my yard and sell me the T-shirt. How about that?
Oh, you got me. That's for my home's protection. That's totally fair.
You think somebody wants to steal this? You think somebody wants to steal this?
That's you totally got me. That's totally fair. I have no comeback for the security system. How much you pay for the T-shirt?
I don't know. I think so. Audrey got one too, so it's a 2-for-1. I don't know what it was, $30, something like that for the two of them.
Two for 30 is not bad.
Something like that.
If you say two for 60,
trust me though. And to your point, in the grand scheme of bills for the stuff, what's that? Like extra. And she want to be a part. I don't know. I'm way more about the experiences and the fun and the.
You are. Now,
way more.
I've tried to provide better experiences as they get older, and now that I can somewhat afford it. I say this to you all the time on the air. Said it to your face, behind your back. I say nicer things about you behind your back than I do to your face, which is weird. But what you did instead of going to dance, Travis, your house was such a when I was around, was such a fun house to be around. Well, I don't know how, I don't know why we got the security system, because we've already given the code out to like 35 people who can just come and go as they want. I mean, I during the week, I'll literally get upstairs and like kids that went to school with Mary or with Greta are just sitting up there. Hey, what's going on, Olivia? I mean,
that's funny.
Hey, make sure to hit the code on your way out. It's like open access, which is good. I'm glad people feel it's a safe space to come and just hang out, right? But yeah. But yeah, I'm thinking when Owen was in high school, if he would have came to me and said, "Hey, I'm going to go to Fiji," I said, "You start working. Daddy's not paying for that." You give your kids memories like that. I gave them a lot of no. Travis would rather helicopter the helicopter parents so they go to the daughter daddy dance anyway. Maybe I do helicopter the helicopter parents. I do that all time online on the SCAD unofficial parents page. I'm always ripping the parents on there.
Well, so you won't understand one of the joke I was gonna tell you about. One of the dads has a great idea, but since you never saw a dance recital,
never.
One of the things that happens, because they go through and you get to watch, 35 different dances of kids, and some of them are amazing, and the kids are incredibly talented and going on to be college dancers. But then the best are when they get like the little bumblebees out there. You know what I mean? These girls that are like 4 or 5. It's unbelievably adorable, right? And usually what happens is the music starts, the lights come up, and the kids, and they're like this, and the music starts, and the kids do this.
It's the blank stare of, I can't see anybody because the lights are on, and
yeah,
where's my mom and dad? Do you get any kids that just break down crying? Like, oh, scared?
Johnny wrote. Sounds like hell. It's adorable. I'm not kidding. So one of the dads had the idea of when the dance starts tonight, one dad should just freeze.
Is that going to be you? No, because Audrey would get mad at you.
That's exactly why no dad would do it. You're putting yourself through this for her, and then to make it about you.
Now, when you practice,
it would be funny.
When you practice, do you do it with the lights on so they're used to the lights?
Last night we had a full dress rehearsal.
Wow, full dress rehearsal. Do you wear the shirt during the dance?
It's a full dress rehearsal. Yeah.
So you did?
Yeah. You wear this. Wear this during the dance.
Well, at least it's not some glittery costume that they make you buy.
Yeah. The T-shirt I'll wear forever.
No, you won't. You won't wear it again after tonight.
It'll be a good. Yes, I will. Yes, I will.
Yeah, to mow the yard.
I paid the extra money to put extra stuff on the back.
See, it costs more than $30, folks. It costs more than $30.
No, I think they were both. And Audrey's has her name on the back. I will find out. I'll look. I'll see how much it was. I wonder if our other friend knows.
So, are you? Captain Kirk says, Travis, you are welcome to come to Cy Stevens all day tomorrow to experience the joy of a dance recital. I think I'll pass. My days are done now.
Now, hold on. I would call it C.Y. Stevens. Am I wrong?
No, you're right. You're correct.
Okay.
You're correct. Are you at C.Y. Stevens tomorrow?
No.
Oh.
No. Ours is tonight.
Okay, yeah. I knew that. Because you've got the gala tomorrow night. The Make-A-Wish Gala.
I'm going to be gala in it tomorrow night. See our friend Chris Meharry tomorrow. I called him for some advice too.
Oh, really?
I call him the heavy hitters.
You didn't call me for advice.
Not for this particular thing. I call you for advice on most things, not for this.
Are you going in a seersucker and a hat to dress
I'm
like
not
Chris
going.
Meharry?
No. I didn't want to dress like Chris Meharry. No, you can't.
And let's be honest. Nobody can dress like Chris Meharry. Nobody in central Iowa can dress like Chris Meharry.
I just wanted to make sure I wasn't going to not fit in. Right? My first time at a gala, I didn't even know how to say the word. Big stepping up. I'm growing up, moving on up from the east side to this deluxe apartment.
That's the song from the Jeffersons. Doesn't make it not true.
So I called Chris and I'm like, "Hey, can you help me out, man?" He's like, "What? Wait, yeah, dude." He was watching a Cardinals game with his friends, and I'm like, "I just want to make sure I'm headed to the gala." And what? Give me an idea. And he's like, "Dude, you relax. You got it. Here's what you're gonna see from this to this. Here's my advice." I said, all right. I said, man, I thought this was going to be like, I need to take you shopping. And he's like, no, you got it. So we'll see.
What I like about the Make-A-Wish here in Omaha, their gala is the blue jean ball. So you wear blue jeans.
Look at that.
Yeah.
Well, tonight's Make-A-Wish gala is, or tomorrow night's Make-A-Wish gala is it's sneakers and sparkles. So, sparkly.
Yeah.
But sneakers.
Sneakers and sparkles. Kicks, huh? Got the Nikes, got the Adidas.
Got the I got the Nikes, got some I got some black and gold Jordans can wear. We'll see. We'll see what the night brings us. Don't know.
I can't wait to see the photos. I'm sure Meharry will capture you in full photo mode. Ross, have you ever been someplace where there's somebody famous? And I mean, like really famous?
Oh, man. You mean give me like out in public? You're saying,
out in public,
where some
like
people are swarming to it or something.
No. A famous person is just sitting there, and you're like, I think that's somebody.
Think that's Manute Bol.
Yeah.
And then it turns out to be the Dikembe Mutombo. I've been there. I saw Lil Wayne in an airport one time.
Really?
Well, I walked up to him and I said, "Hey, Lil Wayne, can I get a picture with you with my wife and baby?" And he said, I ain't Lil Wayne."
It was Lil Wayne, wasn't it?
No, it was a dude that looked like Lil Wayne. Are you kidding me? No, it was Lil Wayne. Dude, nobody looks like Lil Wayne. No. People could be like, "I saw a dude that looked like Ross Peterson." You're like, "Oh, that's unfortunate. I see those guys all the time."
My daughter Mary, who lives in New Orleans, was at the Hotel Monteleone in the French Quarter. And she was sitting there having a martini. And we get this text. And she's like, I think I'm sitting next to Charlie Sheen. I go, well, go say something. She goes, well, I'm not for sure. So I do a Google search yesterday. Was Charlie Sheen and he had a show in New Orleans on the 5th, and he had 2 more on the 6th and 7th, and I'm willing to bet she was sitting there with Charlie Sheen. And I go, was he drinking? She goes, no, he was not. He was just there to watch the jazz band that was playing inside the hotel. I'm like, oh, you missed a golden opportunity to go up and get Mr. Sheen, Tiger Blood.
What would you say if you saw? Would you go up to him first of all?
I probably would have.
Yeah,
because I like his dad so much as an actor. President Jed Bartlett from West Wing. I think West Wing is one of the best TV shows ever to be on the air.
I think of Apocalypse Now.
Apocalypse Now is great.
I didn't watch. What was the show that
West Wing.
Right.
I mean, it's a really, really, really good show. And so I'm like, you were there with Martin Sheen. Can you imagine just being at a bar? And at the Hotel Monteleone, it's a carousel bar, so it just spins around. So you're like,
can you get a new shot at it?
You're like going around and around and around.
I wonder what. I mean, for Charlie Sheen, I think of Major League, Wild.
Yeah.
Ricky Vaughn. That's Ricky Vaughn.
Yeah. Wall Street too. I mean, Wall Street. There will be a certain part of the population that would go, "Oh, you're the guy from Wall Street."
I'm gonna drag him out in the parking lot, kick the shit out of him.
Most people who listen to this show would probably say, "Vaughn." Bring in the heater.
Bring him the heater. Men at Work. Remember that one? With his brother
Emilio Estevez, right?
Yeah, that's a fun one. They're the garbage men.
How about Ferris Bueller's Day Off? That's really what kind of got him on the map. If you watch that,
right?
Yeah.
Right. That and a fun story about how that came about. How he landed up. How he ended up in that seat doing that particular shot, why he looked the way he looked. Somebody put one in here that I hadn't. Hot Shots, dude. Eagle River.
And, Platoon. But, Kalen's right. And I think somebody else said it. 2.5 Men. If you've ever watched it on the reruns, that show is classic.
Yeah, it's another one I never got into. And then they brought in Ashton Kutcher after, but that didn't last long.
That was a disaster.
Him, right?
Yeah.
How's that kid doing? Didn't that kid go through some stuff?
What kid?
No, I mean bad stuff. The kid. This was 2.5 Men. It was John Cryer.
John Cryer, Charlie Sheen, and then the little fat kid, right? They grew up.
Yeah. This is why I'm asking how he's doing, because he was always referred to as the little fat kid.
I don't know.
Okay. I didn't know.
I don't know.
I didn't know.
Why do you got to be like that? Why do you got to push stuff on me? But
why? Oh, you've been talking to me this whole time?
Been talking to you this whole time.
I need to give that a watch again. The whole movie. The whole movie deserves a we should do like a live viewing of that. Could we do that? Would anybody allow us?
Well, we would have to like partner with a theater, or we just like get our own home projector and bring it into some place.
we all more like us.
We're gonna have a watch party of Tropic Thunder. I want to watch Tropic Thunder with a group of people
where we do it Rocky
like
Horror
Mystery like
Rocky Horror Picture Style. No, not Mystery Science Theater. That would be fun. We could shoot that. But I want to do one where we do it Rocky Horror Picture Style. What am I saying? What was the name of the show?
Rocky Horror
Picture Show. Did you ever go to one of those where people would get up and do the performance thing? That seems like the stuff you're.
Where did they always? When I was at Grandview back in the late '80s, early '90s, there was a place in town that did it every single.
Billy Joe's.
That's what it was. Yeah. And I never went. Now my daughter Greta has already gone to like 5 or 6 Rocky Horror Picture Shows in Savannah, and I'm like, you've now topped.
That's enough.
Your brothers and sisters.
That's enough. Don't need to do it anymore.
Well, when you go to an art school that has
saying,
an acting major,
that's why I'm saying. G Money. You've answered that call. Now hang up the phone. Okay, you got the message.
So yeah, that's
people. You gotta be careful about letting stuff become your identity. As I'm labeled all around.
Yeah, as you're labeled up as it's the 2026.
Got to be careful.
ICDC recital,
guys.
Beyonce 2K26.
2K too soon.
And it has a cowboy hat because all of a sudden Beyonce is a country singer.
That's right.
A Grammy award-winning country singer. Because when I think of country music, I think of Post Malone and Beyonce.
You can flip on any station and it's that way right now. When you think of pop music, I remember saying out loud, I even put this out several years ago. This is like 2024. I remember saying out loud, that's a really pretty song, Jelly Roll. What did I just say? What did I just say? And you can flip on a country station and you hear Jelly Roll or Shabuzi. We're in an upside down world.
A fun world.
We were talking the other day about our favorite, or a couple of days, what was it? Wednesday, we were talking about our favorite motivational guys.
Yeah.
Well, one of my favorite philosopher dudes was Terrence McKenna. And he said, things are going to get so weird. We're going to start talking about how weird they are. He said that in like the 90s. If we're going to have AI, things are going to get weird.
Going to have aliens.
Things are weird. Only thing that you can count on anymore is the Cubs winning. That's it. It's the only thing. That's the only thing we've got. It's all we've got anymore, folks.
Who would have thought the only thing we could count on in life was the Cubs winning? That's how weird it is. And the Cubs got to win again last night, 8-3 over the Reds. They've won 9 straight, 15 straight at home. It's going to get a little more difficult. They go to Texas, they go to Atlanta, and then they come back to Chicago, but they're going to play on the south side. They're going to take on the White Sox. Michael Conforto with a 2-run home run last night. You had Pete Crow Armstrong had a hit. He had an RBI. He had a run scored, also had a stolen base. He has 8 stolen bases on the season, Ross. Some just baseball numbers to throw at you. And we've talked about it a couple times this week, but just a reminder as we go into the weekend. There's not a National League Central team that's not above 500. I mean, every National League Central team has we
talked about that
winning record.
One quick correction, because you said Conforto hit a 2-run homer last night. He had a solo shot. Then
I thought it was a 2-run. Oh,
no,
okay.
He had a solo shot in the second, and they had a 7-run 4th inning, something like that. But that
and then how about this out of the American League? Only 4 teams in the entire American League have a positive run differential.
Yeah.
That's great. And the Yankees have the biggest. I think it's at plus 81.
Yeah, there's some funny stats here early on. It's really fun. Like my buddy Mike McCree, when the season first couple of days of the season, he and I were kind of texting back and forth some funny stuff because it's always funny early on to have these like. Remember Tuffy Rhodes?
Yeah. It's Paul Tuffy Rhodes. What is his first name?
Carl
Tuffy
Rhodes. Hit 3 home runs on opening day. He was on pace to hit like 418, whatever the number is. On pace too, guys. That's on pace. A guy makes an error in the opening inning, and it's like, oh my God, he's on pace to have 1,000 errors this season. And even this early on, it is fun to think about. I mean, obviously, none of those things will be true at probably even the All-Star break.
That's fair, but
this is fun now.
Yeah, to say that only 4 teams in the American League have a positive run differential is kind of that's a weird stat.
It's And
the Oakland A's are leading the AL West with a minus-10 run differential.
I'm not arguing any of those things. I agree. That's why it's a fun stats to look at here in May, and realize that in a month they probably won't be true. By the All-Star break, they certainly won't be true. Next year could be the exact opposite. Wonder why that. Anyway, I know why it is. When they play, the National League teams win by more than the American League teams.
Good way to look at it. You know what I'm hearing? Oh, it's time for the Iowa Lottery Weekly. That's right. We want to make you a Winionaire each and every week. Call in now at 515-517-2303. And we're going to do this all show long. And tell us something that made you go, and you could win an Iowa Lottery prize pack worth $90. What type of Winionaire will you be if you win? A full tank of Gas-Yonaire, a front row tickets to every show-Yonaire. The possibilities are what you make it when you become an Iowa Lottery Winionaire. And this week's prize pack, worth $90, includes some new tickets, $100,000 riches and cash payout and Lucky Clover crossword. Both these scratch tickets are part of some awesome second chance promotions. You must be a VIP club member to enter your non-winning tickets. And if you're not a VIP club member, make sure to sign up at ialottery.com. Now, to make it a little simpler for you, if you don't want to call, we want you to call. Because I don't know if we've only taken a couple phone calls this week. 515-517-2303. You can also go to therushladio.com, click on the promo tab, and enter your weekly woohoo right there. Bring them to us, folks. It's Friday. We want to have a little bit of fun. We want to make you go woohoo. It is the Rush Radio Show, powered by Willis Automotive.
The Rush Radio is now on the free TuneIn app, allowing you to enjoy the show on Apple products and Android Auto. Download the free TuneIn app and search The Rush Radio to take Travis and Ross wherever you go.
With the Iowa Lottery's new Millionaire for Life game, you could win $1 million a year for life. That could make you a My Dream Job is No Job-yonaire, a front row tickets to every show-yonaire, a hire a personal glam squad for you and your bestie-yonaire.
Yep, a little further.
Or just to never run out of your favorite pickles-yonaire. With Millionaire for Life from the Iowa Lottery,
And these.
you can change your life for life. Play today.
When you work with a company like Mr. Electric that goes above and beyond and makes the customer their priority, that is just a real joy to encounter these days. It was a fairly complicated project and it was intimidating. They made it look so easy and they were very professional, very clean folks. They thoroughly explain what they're going to do. It's clear that they're experienced and that they know what they're doing. Having professionals out there that can do that for me, that gives me a lot of peace of mind.
Keep your edge with Body Armor Sports Drink. Bold flavors, electrolytes, and hydration that goes the distance. Grab Body Armor before the grind, during the game, and after the win. Body Armor Sports Drink. Hydration that's real and better for you. Pick up Body Armor Sports Drink on your next grocery store run or convenience store trip.
my name's Gary Presnell, and I'm a residential home mortgage banker for Northwest Bank in Des Moines Metro Market. I've been financing people's homes for over 25 years, and I'm an expert in financing VA loans, FHA loans, IFA loans, and new construction homes. This is my cat Norm. Norm knows basketball, but he doesn't know mortgage. And that's where I come in. There are a lot of Tom, Dick, and Norms out there doing loans. So don't just trust anyone with your home loan. I'm your local, trusted, experienced expert. Please call me. I would love to help you.
Call Gary at 515-975-6767 or find his profile at nw.bank. Member FDIC Equal Housing Lender.
This is Josh Romick, Service Manager at Willis Lexus. Over time, carbon and deposits build up in your fuel system, clogging injectors and reducing performance. A fuel system service cleans out all that buildup. That's why we're offering our summer travel special with 15% discount on all fuel system services. If you want your vehicle to drive like it did when it was new and prevent problems before they start, a fuel system service is a preventative step. Give us a call to schedule or visit us online at willislexus.com.
Every business has priorities, and Priority One Heating and Cooling is no different. As a service provider, we prioritize quality air conditioners and furnaces that will keep your home at your comfort level year-round. As a small business, we prioritize doing things the right way and treating people fairly. As a truly local business, we prioritize our community. As a veteran-owned business, we prioritize duty and commitment. For big business service with local value, trust your home to the place where you are always Priority One.
Hi, it's Noel. If you're thinking about popping the question, start with a jeweler you can trust. At Fiscus Jewelers, we offer the largest inventory in Ankeny, featuring stunning engagement rings and rare and forever natural diamonds, pre-screened with advanced technology. If you don't see exactly what you're looking for, we'll custom design it together, and our CAD drawings are always free. And when it's time to say I do, don't forget the guys. We offer the largest selection of men's wedding bands around. Fiscus Jewelers, your jeweler for life.
Back to the rush. Strong opinions, weak filters, and just enough sense to stay on the air. It's the Rush Radio Show, powered by Willis Automotive.
Oh, hey, you're muted.
Oh, I knew that. I didn't know that.
You didn't.
Because
Yeah.
I can hear myself, but whatever. Guys, if you're not feeling right, do not ignore it. Treat it, but treat it your way. Urology Center of Iowa has a dedicated men's health wellness center designed to restore your confidence and your comfort and put you back in control. Because at UCI, you will get personalized treatment based on you and nobody else. You deserve a clear plan, a private tailored experience, and a judgment-free care. That's UCI. Schedule an appointment with UCI today at iowauro.com. Welcome back to the Rush Radio Show, powered by Willis Automotive. I'm Travis Justice. He's Ross Peterson. Captain Kirk puts in the chat, says, we need a Rush Radio golf tournament. That would be fun. That's a lot of organization, man. That is a lot of organization.
It takes a lot. I think that's all because of the East High Golf Classic happening today and tomorrow. Huge fundraiser. Man, they've raised, it's incredible how much money that has been raised to the East High Golf Classic. Have I told you the story? Can you give me like 2 minutes to try to tell you the story?
Yeah, you do whatever you want.
There's this guy by the name of Paul Rogness, lives out on the east side of Des Moines, and his kids all graduated from East High, and they're all very successful and really amazing family. Okay, he just lost his wife Butch just in the last couple of months. All right. But Paul is a guy that didn't grow up on the East Side, Travis, and is in the East High Hall of Fames because of the impact that he has had on East High and the East Side as a community. Paul grew up in Minnesota, but when work life brought him here to Des Moines, he landed over on the East Side. His kids were in the community. And he did what men are supposed to do, in my mind, man. They tried to make their community a better place. They got involved. He got involved in all sorts of different ways. And one of the ways that he was really good, he was really good at raising money for people. And so he started the East High Golf Classic. He has, among other things, raised $1 million for. And when I say, like, you guys hear me go on my soapbox a lot of times about some of these things. When you are a part of a group of people that do things the right way, you get mad at hearing about how other people talk about doing it the right way. The money that he has raised that has gone to help kids is helped him out in ways that are just really hard to describe. And then you also start to understand how funding works in public school systems, and how if the wrong people heard me even say this, they'd go, wait a minute, we want to see those books. We want to see because we need to get a piece of it.
Does DMPS do that to these? Okay, that look tells me they do.
Absolutely, they do.
Do you give them to them?
It's hard. No, well, I mean, of course, everything's. I don't mean it like we're hiding it. They're hiding money in any way like that.
But you want to say, hey, we have it earmarked for this. We want to make sure that it goes to
these kids and this thing and this. We're trying to raise money for X, Y, Z. And there's a lot of red tape and a lot of BS and a lot of stuff that you deal with. And if you've got the right people that can do that, have the right temperament, and not a lot of East Siders have the right temperament to slow down and go, okay, all right, there's this paperwork, and then there's this thing to do, and then there's this hoop to jump through. And Paul Rogness is a guy that is a special part of the East High community, man. And a lot of people think that you have to have gone to Iowa to be a Hawkeye fan, right? You have to have gone to East to be an East Sider. Man, this dude's got more East Side in him than 99% of the people I know that grew up over there. And
I wish
it's really
I
helped
had,
out the community in huge ways.
As long as I've known you, you've been passionate about this event, and I don't know if I'm envious. I don't know if I'm jealous. I mean, I have no emotional tie to my alma mater whatsoever. I have zero emotional tie to Tri-Center Neola. I mean, I drive by it on a regular basis as I go to see my mother and father-in-law. My mom worked there for 20, 30 years, but I have zero emotional tie to that. Why do you have an emotional tie to your high school, and I have like zero whatsoever? When I closed down my mom's estate account, I'm like, I may never come back here again. I mean, to do anything. I mean, I'll drive through, but I don't know if I'll ever go back to Minden, Iowa again. I don't know if I'll ever go back to Neola, Iowa again. Why do I not have like that draw, that attachment?
I don't, Travis, I don't know. I had a wonderful experience at East. I loved it. I met a lot of people there that I admired. I loved being a part of.
There's some truth to that. There is some truth to that. I mean, let's not forget they booed. Somebody asked me this: Do you hang out with your high school friends, Travis? No, zero of them. We see each other once every 5 years at the class reunion. That's it. I don't hang out with any of my high school friends. I don't have friends. You people that are here every single day are my friends. And Ross knows this. I have Ross, who we only see each other like this. We don't hang out, but he's my friend. We call each other for advice. I have Todd Bailey, and that's about it. I have John Higgins. John's a good friend of mine, but I don't have a close-knit group of people. My wife is my best friend. My wife is my rock. And that's all I need. And my kids. That's all I need.
I'll be seeing two of my high school friends here in about 2 hours. Going fishing with them this morning before they go tee off at the East High Golf Classic. I'm lucky to have been born, and I'm blessed, Travis, to have been born in the community because I love people and I'm a people pleaser. And the bad part of having 1,000 friends is that I feel like I heard Theo Vaughn say this the other day. It feels like I'm spinning the plates.
Oh yeah.
And I'm constantly trying to be everything to everybody at all times.
Because you're a people pleaser.
I'm a people pleaser, and the minute I let people down, I go. You you know. And I have a lot of friends, Travis, but you are, if I had a traditional wedding today and was picking you'd be probably be my best man, if not right there next to him.
You know, it's funny. Owen's already been in like 4 weddings, you know. I know, but I've only been in 2 weddings my entire life. I think that says a lot about my friendship.
Can I lighten the mood with that fun story you reminded me of earlier?
Sure.
Oh, dude. I was in this wedding with another local personality that people would be very familiar with. And we were kids at the time. We're 20 somethings. Okay. This is long time ago. And we get to the wedding rehearsal, right? Then like the night before. Because earlier you were like one of the dads, who's going to be stoned before they get on stage or something. You said, right? Okay. And I don't know why it reminded me of this story, but it did. The pastor is like, listen, nobody in this wedding party tomorrow night at this wedding will be drunk or stoned.
That's a challenge, right? That's a challenge.
We're like 22, 20 something.
Probably didn't even pop into your mind. You're like, oh, okay.
Oh, no, it hadn't even occurred to us. But I remember, and you could feel the room go, oh, you don't think we're going to be? And anyway.
And so you were all drunk and stoned.
I don't know. I didn't. I listened. The pastor asked us not. He just said not to, Travis. Were you listening to the story at all?
I was listening to the story, and I heard the challenge that the pastor set out to you guys.
I stuck to coffee until I was well and clear of God's watchful eye that day.
Is that right?
No, I fell short of the goal, Travis. I let myself down. I let all.
Were you like couldn't stand up drunk?
No. I passed the test. I'll just say this: I snuck through the.
You fooled God.
I didn't. I fooled a person. And anyway, several of us did. Several of us maneuvered through.
The WNBA season kicks off tonight. You got 3 games. Tomorrow's going to be I'm glad it
finally starts to count. It finally starts to matter.
Finally starts to count. I won't watch any of the 3 games tonight. I'll watch the noon game tomorrow between the Indiana Fever and the Dallas Wings. More because of, one, because Caitlin Clark's playing, and 2, because Paige Beckers plays for the Dallas Wings. So you have the Paige Beckers, Caitlin Clark showdown to start the season. That's the premier game of the weekend for the WNBA. It'll be interesting to see if Caitlin follows through for what they want to do with her, Ross, and that's play her off the ball a little bit more, right? She takes a beating. When she takes the ball 94 feet, she takes a beating. The plan is to maybe not have her run the point as much. We'll see if she can really do that, because she's such a tremendous playmaker, and when you get her in transition, can make so many things happen. I've said this before. The threes are great. Watching Caitlin Clark pass is what I like to do, because she makes incredible passes. But they want to preserve her body the best they can, and getting the ball out of her hands as much as maybe a way to do that.
And Travis, basketball, I hate to, it's such a cliche. It's kind of like a positionless basketball. You know what I mean by that? She doesn't have to necessarily have the ball in her, be the point guard, to be the person that the offense rolls through. It's certainly going to. You're still going to see her court vision. You're going to see her do all of that stuff that we see her do in transition. And so I don't know. Hopefully that's the plan. But it feels to me like basketball anymore, especially the NBA, especially. But maybe that's the vision, is to play kind of an NBA style of. Does that make sense? Position,
Yeah,
probably not in the WNBA
saying.
as much, because you still have those very dynamic center to, you got 5'10" guards and 6'4", 6'7" centers.
Do you think there's more pressure on Caitlin Clark this year than there was her rookie season? There was a lot of pressure going into last year, coming off the Rookie of the Year. You get hurt, so she gets forgotten about for the most part because she's injured and people know she's not going to play.
Yeah.
But coming off, having the performance she had with Team USA, do you think there's more pressure? Because this team is supposed to vie for a WNBA championship. They've built a team that they think they can compete for a championship. Does that add more pressure to Caitlin Clark?
No, she had way more pressure when she was first coming in. She had Gino, a lot of people that didn't think she was going to be able to even play in the WNBA.
Rude awakening
People
coming.
were doing a rude awakening. People were having watch parties. We were glued to those games. And not that people won't be when the season starts this year, and God bless you for it. There was way more pressure, though, a couple years ago when people didn't know if she was going to be able to do it. I think now, there's still pressure. There's still a lot of pressure here. It's just different, Travis. I think now that, man, she's not even in like that maintain. We're talking about how there's. You got to build stuff, you got to build momentum, and then you got to maintain momentum. And those are two different skill sets.
I think that's what Austin is saying. Austin says this year sets the tone. Phenom or just a really good player who's a fan favorite. Is that kind of what you're talking about?
In a way. Yeah. I think she still has that star power.
Oh, absolutely.
Right. And so, is she a phenom or just a really good player who's a fan favorite? So I see what. So this is the year she had. This is the year, if she's going to be a generational talent, then she has to lead the league in scoring this year, right? She has
or
to
at
be
least I would say in the top three would be.
Has to start winning MVPs.
I think more than anything, she has to win a title. Caitlin Clark has to win a title. Never won a high school title, never won a college title. To be considered one of the greats before her WNBA career is over, she's going to have to win a title.
Better win multiple.
And that's a good way to look at it.
So this different kind of pressure starts now. I think that it was more pressure, maybe more eyeballs that first time around, Travis. Now that we're but talking about it here, it's a lot closer, and the pressure that starts now is a different type of long-term carry a weight. Okay, this is why I've never understood the LeBron James hate. I'm not a LeBron James fan. I'm a Jordan man myself.
So am I.
But I've always admired how he never crumbled under the weight of that pressure. Because I saw so many Todd Van Poppels in my life. I saw too many Brian Taylors. We watched a lot of Kwame Browns. We watched a lot of Johnny Manziel's, man. Dude's doing celebrity boxing at 33. We watched a lot of that as society. And that dude, they put a crown on his head on Sports Illustrated when he was like 17 or whatever it was.
And he's lived up to it.
And for the most part, he's lived up to it. and LaFlop. I'm not. I don't. There's a lot about LeBron. It's like a politician. There's a lot about it I don't like. There's some redeemable stuff there sometimes if you look hard enough.
But he does have titles, and depending on what generation you're on, he's going to have the impact on you. Jordan had the impact on me. He had the impact on you. So you're going to defend your guy.
And Caitlin Clark right now is holding on to that sort of torch. But you're right. How did Michael Jordan do it? How did Tiger Woods do it? By winning. By winning and winning titles and then more titles and then more titles and then more titles.
Yeah, because when she was drafted and all the notoriety she was getting, we had openly said this, and we've seen it other places, that we haven't seen an athlete have the impact globally or with a fan base other than Tiger Woods and Michael Jordan. And Caitlin Clark was in that conversation. But to stay in that conversation, she needs to win a title.
Yeah.
Because if you don't win a title, you don't get to be considered that.
Berger asks, if Caitlin Clark doesn't win a championship, is her career a disappointment? I would say yeah.
A disappointment. I mean, her career has been fantastic just based on the fan love, the money she's going to make, all that. But if she gets done with her WNBA career, I think she would say it was a disappointment.
I would. Thank you. That's what I was going to get. That's how I would have answered it. Like, I think she would. I'm not being mean.
No.
We're having conversations about her with the greats of all time, and again, they won championships. Different pressure this year. I think that to prove it initially, to come out of the college game, to do it in the WNBA the way she did it that freshman year with all the eyes on her and still playing the way she did.
Other WNBA news yesterday, former Hawkeye Kate Martin was waived by Golden State, the Valkyries. She'd been dealing with a right quad strain. A lot of people are questioning the moves that the Valkyries are making. I mean, they waived their first-round draft pick. Remember, they traded Flo J. Johnson to, Seattle? And then they waived their first round. So they basically got nothing for the first round. Then they waived Kate Martin, who's also a fan favorite, but didn't put up – she's a steady player, didn't put up tremendous numbers, but she doesn't hurt you. Let's put it that way. But when you're dealing with an injury and so few teams and the roster's got to get smaller, and you're like, okay, we're going to let you go. But she was released yesterday. Some people think she could end up with the fever. That'd be interesting to have a reunion with Caitlin Clark. They do have a developmental contract available in Indiana, but Kate Martin will probably land up somewhere. Just hasn't landed on a spot yet. Probably going to make sure she's 100% healthy. Before we end this hour, Ross, did you this Diana Rossini, Mike Vrabel thing, just talk about a story that won't go away. It will not go away. We haven't spent a lot of time talking about it, but it's almost to the point where you can't ignore it.
I've sent you a few things over the last when that first went down. Did you see the? Well, okay, go. I'll let you go ahead and run with
it. Then they found photos, and now there's video of those two renting a boat. She's 6 or 7 months pregnant. And it's just those two going out on a boat for like 3 hours by themselves. That's not normal in a coach-reporter relationship. It's just not. It's not normal. Now, you could meet a coach at a bar and say, hey, well, I want to interview you about this once, maybe twice. Yeah. But this is getting to the point where you're like, and I don't care what you do in your private life. People are going to judge you. I get it.
Okay, let's have a real conversation about it. Okay, it's fun. Explain to me from a journalistic standpoint why this is a problem.
From a journalistic standpoint, are you biased against Is there a certain bias or favoritism you're going to provide Mike Vrabel? If Mike Vrabel needs a narrative that is pushed, are you going to push a narrative that may not even be true in order to stoke the flames, should we say? And you just, as a reporter, there's a fine line. You should not fraternize to a certain level with people you're covering. That's when you say, hey, I can't cover Mike Vrabel.
Because I'm banging him? You go to your boss and you say, hey, I got guys, here's the deal. I can talk about every other team in the league. I can't, there's one team I can't talk about.
Do you think this is, there are a lot of people who wonder, God, is he going to be the coach of the Patriots? Of course he's going to be the coach of the Patriots. Now, will it be a distraction?
I want to know why it's wrong.
You don't think there's it's a simple conflict of interest.
I absolutely do. I want to be clear. I want to be really clear. If you ask me the question, because when you're describing,
if they want to sleep together, I don't care about that.
And what you're describing is what reporters do.
Now, if there is a conflict of interest, which there is, then you have to say it's like a judge recusing himself or herself from a case.
It's not. But this is my point. I think this is like what I want the conversation. I completely agree with you, dude, that it's totally wrong. But what then when you start to describe it and you're like, okay, what's wrong with it? Well, she's getting access to information. Well, that's what reporters do. They get access to information. And then Travis, how many times have we been told stuff? I mean, dude, stupid stuff. Hey, there's a concert coming, but we can't announce who it is until Monday. Oh, right? That's stupid little stuff. How often does big stuff happen? You know this as well as anybody. The news is a TV show.
Oh, absolutely. It's not news.
The news is a TV show.
It's not news.
The news is a TV show. What do you think you're watching when you watch Pro Football Talk? Think you're getting a report? Our reporters on the scene with insider information. You mean the lady banging the coach? Or do you mean the guy who isn't banging the coach, but he's getting the insider information? That's the same 5 guys break all the inside information from all these teams. 5. There might be 4.
Yeah. Adam Schefter, Mike Florio, Diana Rossini. Who am I missing?
and we know one of them was banging a coach. We don't know.
Allegedly. It's starting to look that way.
Allegedly, and there's a lot of evidence that's piling up that would say there was
a relationship. We know that
was happening there. But they were probably just out there talking about, their top 5 quarterbacks.
Tell me about the draft coming up.
Call me Dan Marino. Sorry. Who's your favorite new kid?
Ross never disappoints.
I'm sorry. We were having a really decent, normal conversation there about what's happening. We live in the weirdest of times.
Hey, folks, if you're looking for
this is how your football news gets to you.
Imagine your political news. Watch House of Cards Season 1. Hey, folks, if you're looking for a mortgage for your home, call Gary Presnall. He's a mortgage banker with Northwest Bank, financing residential homes the past 25 years. He offers VA, FHA, IFA, first-time buyer loans, and conventional and new construction loans, and all approvals are done locally by Northwest Bank. Gary can get you pre-approved for that loan in 30 minutes. Can happen on the weekends, even after hours. Now, he can do all this stuff, but he does it because he's the best, and he's got the numbers to prove it because Gary's been the state of Iowa's top-producing mortgage banker the past 8 years.
You'll like this one. You'll like this one. Trav, I got a phone call the other day. My buddy was like, we were in the text group. He's like, I got a new buyer. Sent him a text. You're pre-approved. He wrote back to me, yeah. Guy's name is Gary Presnall. And he was like, and our buddy Adam Benz was like, locked in. Here we go.
See?
That fast.
Make sure to give Gary a call today at 515-975-6767. It is the Rush Radio Show, powered by Willis Automotive.
The Rush Radio is now on the free TuneIn app, allowing you to enjoy the show on Apple products and Android Auto. Download the free TuneIn app and search The Rush Radio to take Travis and Ross wherever you go.
With the Iowa Lottery's new Millionaire for Life game, you could win $1 million a year for life. That could make you a My Dream Job is No Job millionaire. A front row tickets to every show millionaire. A hire a personal glam squad for you and your bestie millionaire.
Yep, a little further.
Or just to never run out of your favorite pickles millionaire. With Millionaire for Life from the Iowa Lottery,
And these.
you can change your life for life. Play today.
At Iowa Floor Covering, we believe great floors start with great service. Whether you're looking for a plush carpet, durable LVP, timeless hardwood, stylish laminate, or beautiful tile, including custom tile showers, we'll help you find the perfect fit. No pressure, no pushy sales tactics, just honest guidance from a team that listens. DIY Weekend Warrior, we've got the products and advice to set you up for success. Iowa Floor Covering, floors you'll love from people you can trust.
There are a lot of reasons to want a self-driving mower from Iowa Mobotics.
Being automated gives me more time to do my hobbies.
I travel so much for work that I don't have time to take care of the lawn, but I still care about how it looks.
And I'm just lazy. Gives me time to work in the wood shop instead of spending it on the mower.
It works in my schedule.
And I just really hate doing it.
No matter your reason, with Iowa Mobotics, spend less time mowing, more time living.
Did you know that over time your engine builds up carbon deposits on its valves, which can lead to poor performance, fuel economy, and even bigger issues down the road? With summer on its way and road trips abound, the last thing you want is a major repair. For the month of May, Willis Chevy is offering 15% off our GDI fuel service to clean out that carbon and get your engine running smooth. Don't let poor maintenance keep your family on the side of the road this summer. Visit us online at willischevy.com to schedule your appointment today.
The following advertisement is for people who like to save money.
Do you or a loved one suffer from chronic overspending, getting less but paying more? Then you may have a case of big HVAC. Now is the time to try Priority One. We set our own prices, which means you pay for what you need, not for anything else. And if you need a heating service or new furnace, now is the time to try Priority One.
Side effects of Priority One include increased happiness, extra peace of mind, and bonus cash for whatever you want. Please use responsibly.
Your house wasn't built for bats, birds, or raccoons, but try telling them that. At Bats and Bugs Pest Solutions, we've been helping Iowans take back their homes for over 20 years. We use cost-effective, eco-friendly methods to solve wildlife and pest problems the right way. Whether it's bats in your attic, birds in the vents, raccoons in your chimney, or moles in your yard, we have long-term solutions. Call Bats and Bugs Pest Solutions today at 515-218-3400, and let's make sure your home doesn't become their home.
Start spreading the news, 'cause it's time to buy booze, and there's only one place to be. You can see all your friends, the good times never end, unless you're just loitering. It's Central City, we can make your dreams come true. No guarantee your dreams will come true. Central City, all this booze is waiting for you. Look at all this booze.
Game on, keep your edge with Body Armor Sports Drink. Bold flavors, electrolytes, and hydration that goes the distance. Grab Body Armor before the grind, during the game, and after the win. Body Armor Sports Drink. Hydration that's real and better for you. Pick up Body Armor Sports Drink on your next grocery store run or convenience store trip.
Like a rash you thought was gone. Travis and Ross aren't contagious, but they are addictive. It's the Rush Radio Show, powered by Willis Automotive.
Hour number 2 of the Rush Radio Show, powered by Willis Automotive and Willis Automotive Detailing. You know, we talk about getting your car fixed, getting you the collision repair. You need to get that car cleaned, and that's where Willis Automotive Detailing comes in. Shake off that winter grime, get your ride cleaned up and refreshed. It's going to look good. It's going to smell good. It's going to feel like you're driving in a brand new car. Schedule your detailing at willisautomotive.com. If you're listening on the audio stream at therushradio.com, the Rush Radio Android app, or the TuneIn app, thank you so much. Watching on YouTube this morning, go ahead and hit that subscribe button. Give this video a like. Leave your comments in the comment section. You can follow us on social media. Also, call the show at 515-517-2303 or follow us on social media. We're going to start hour number 2, Ross, with a weekly woohoo.
Nice.
Yes, it's the Iowa Lottery weekly woohoo, your chance for a $90 prize pack. We're going to go to Jay. Jay, welcome to the Rush Radio Show. What's up?
Morning, guys. Thanks for taking my call. Hey, weekly woohoo. This is the only week I'm ecstatic that I have 12-hour work days so that I can miss tulip time in Pella.
He's ecstatic that he has 12-hour work weeks so he can miss tulip time in Pella. I've never been to the Tulip Festival.
Neither have I.
I've wanted to go just to pick up some Dutch letters. What don't you like about the Tulip Festival? Almond paste is the best, Ross. Shut up.
I still haven't figured out what Jedi mind trick they played to get people to come in and look at flowers.
The same one they get to convince people that almond paste is something that they want to have on a regular basis.
I swear, if something's popular, Ross isn't going to like it.
I didn't even bring it up. And you say popular. Let's pump the brakes. Unpopular.
You don't like Dutch letters?
This is Jay's time to shine. Jay, go ahead and shit all over Dutch letters and tulip time.
The nice thing is I don't have to worry about actually not going to Pella anytime because I live there. So that's why I'm perfectly fine with Dutch letters and the bakeries. Trust me, it's a problem for me. But then I don't have to be there during the tulip time.
So, Jay, how many people come to Pella over the weekend? Is it like 50,000, 100,000? How many people?
I heard last year, I thought it was like 100,000, something like that.
Wow, 100,000 people converging on. Where do you park?
Over the 3 weeks, over the 3 days.
Wow.
All over town. They park over at like the high school, Pella Christian, all like open fields that are there, and then they bus them in. All the churches have their parking lot. You can buy parking spots, and it's a madhouse.
All right, Jay. Well, we're good. Where do you work 12 hours a day at? Pella Windows?
Ross knows. He came and got a lesson from me. Golf tech.
Oh, golf tech.
Hey. Oh, what's up, Jay? I didn't know. Okay, how are you, man?
Doing well, buddy.
He's going to take everything you taught him and take it to the golf course this year.
I haven't swung a club for real since that day, Jay. I'm toast.
You know what I taught him that day, Travis?
What'd you teach him?
The last statement I gave him was, you know what? Keep picking up the fishing pole.
Yeah. 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 Yep. Today's the East Side Golf Classic. Guess what I'm doing today? Fishing.
See, he listens to you. He doesn't always. He'll call me for advice and not always listen to me. But he listened to you, Jay. So you take that as a compliment.
Right. There you go.
All right.
I just got to get Travis over to Des Moines and fix his swing.
I don't know if you can fix bad.
I got Ross hitting it good. He just would rather have the pole.
That's true. All right, Jay. Thanks, man. Appreciate it. If you have a weekly woohoo, you can call the show at 515-517-2303 or go to the rushradioshow.com. Click on the promo tab. There's the woohoo right there. Just tell us what made you go woohoo, and you could win a $90 prize pack from the Iowa Lottery. Well, it became official yesterday, Ross. It is now the Field of 76. The NCAA Men's Basketball Tournament has its largest expansion since 1985. The Women's Tournament has grown 40 teams since 2022. We could spend a lot of time talking about how bad it is, but it's not changing. I'm watching stuff last night. Everybody's like, nobody wanted this. This is bad. Okay, I think we all agree on that, but it happened, so we can't do anything about it, right? You can bitch about it, but that's being a reactive, trying to be proactive. The most proactive thing I can come out of this is, now that it's a field of 76, and we'll go through what that format's going to be, am I being too generous here or have my hopes too high? But with 76 teams now, Iowa and Iowa State should never, ever, and I mean ever, miss the NCAA basketball tournament. Ever.
That should just be the standard now because of these.
You're adding, and I know we're going to call them play-in games, but you've got to fall in there somewhere. We've added,
dude. Listen, I think that's a fair. That's like saying your bowl, the football team, should make the bowl every year.
I think they should be in the top 25 every year at least, but which would be a bowl.
Yeah. I'm just trying to make a comparative to it, Travis. It doesn't change it that much. I mean, we're really talking about a team and a half per conference. So how many times have and Iowa State, it's been a long time for Iowa State to remember this for basketball, but things change. Hawkeye fans don't have to remember very far back to think of where you're at the 50% mark. Now you can actually be below 500. So I'm with you. I think that it's a fair standard to say, do you think that's a fair comparative to say it's like saying your football team should make a bowl game every year?
Yeah. And I think Iowa should be in a bowl game every year. I think Iowa and now Matt Campbell set a standard. I think Iowa State should be in a bowl game every year.
Okay.
And now with a field of 76, I mean, there's 82 teams that make a bowl in college football. There's 132. I want Iowa to be in a bowl game every single year. If you can't be one of the best 82 teams in college football, there's something wrong. If you can't be one of the top teams at large in college basketball,
the math doesn't quite math because there's so many other Division I basketball teams, but that's not the question. How many of them have a legitimate chance of making an at-large?
You eliminate half of them.
Yeah. Travis, I didn't. The more I thought about this expansion, dude, I didn't think it was that big of a deal. The more I thought about it, I thought this doesn't really change that much. Especially after that conversation we had with Jamie. When Pollard came on, he was pretty confident in the way he was talking about how we're going to get more of those teams that were right there at the bubble. You go look at the bubble conversation this year. There was one other Valley team. Was it Indiana State that was right there this year?
No, was it Illinois State?
Illinois. Oh yeah, yes. Every now and again, we'll get another one of the mid majors that'll sneak in because they were dumb enough to have a good year. Belmont. Thank you, Tyler. Belmont. Every 4 or 5 years, a Northern Iowa or a Drake will be dumb enough to have a 30-1 season. And they'll go, we got to put these assholes in again. So I don't know. It'll change it a little bit, I guess.
So here's what it's going to look like. There will be 76 teams in the tournament. That's up from 68. There will be 12 games before the 64-team bracket. It used to be 4 games. You had the first 4. There will be 24 teams matching up in 12 games played over 2 days before the first round. 6 games each day. On the men's side, games will be played Tuesday, March 16th and Wednesday, March 17th. They'll be played in Dayton and a city TBD. I'm going to guess somewhere on the western half of the country. You've got that Midwest, Mideast with Dayton. I think you're going to try to put somebody in, I don't know, Oklahoma City,
Vegas.
Tulsa, Vegas, Salt Lake City, something like that. Here are the 24 teams. You're going to have the 12 lowest seed automatic qualifiers and the 12 lowest seed at-large selections. So you're going to have...
hold on. So now you've just taken those 12 months. Say that part again.
You will have the 24 teams will be made up of the 12 lowest seeded automatic qualifiers. So they'll seed them 1 through 76. And then they'll take the automatic qualifiers and the 12 lowest seeded automatic qualifiers go to that play-in round. Yeah. The 12 lowest seeded at-large selections will also go to the play-in round. You'll have 2 11 against 11 games, 4 12 against 12 games. You'll have 2 15 against 15 games and 4 16 against 16 games. The way I look at it is that's good news for the Valley. Unless you get an at-large team in, most Valley teams are a 12 or a 12 seed or a 13 seed.
Travis, didn't you say they're going to take the bottom 12?
Well, you're right. I read that. You're right. That means the Valley's probably going to be, when I was reading this, I was justifying in my mind. If you're taking 4 11s,
wow. Just look. This is the part that I thought that jumped out to me. Go back to where you're breaking down the 24 teams. You said the bottom 12.
The 12 lowest automatic qualifier.
Okay.
And so then the 12 lowest at large. So you're right. It's not good news for the Valley. That's not good news at all. Because most Valley teams fall in that 11 or 12 range.
Yeah. In the bottom 12 automatic berths.
Yeah.
Man. $14, 15s, and 16 seeds.
Well, but they'll end up being 11 seeds, 12 seeds, or 16 and 15 and 16 seeds. So if you're a 13 and a 14, more power to you. If you're an 11, those will be all the at-large teams, right?
Yeah.
So the automatic qualifiers, it is good news for the Valley, at least from an automatic qualifier standpoint, because the Valley's rarely going to fall in a 15 or a 16. Rarely.
Yeah, you're right about that.
And if they are an at-large, so I was right. I was overthinking this.
Even in the 12, so then the bottom 12 at-large.
Large.
So the bubble teams. So winning the Valley still in the current format right now. Winning the Valley tournament still kind of gets you through that goalpost.
Probably keeps you out of the play-in games.
Okay.
Because you won't be an at-large at that point.
Man,
Tyler, you're right. Travis's reading is so messy. You're right. There's multiple pages here.
Well, and you're reading to a guy who's kind of a dummy.
You're not a dummy.
But when you first said that the 12 lowest automatic berths.
That would be.
I didn't quite read that as the 16s, 15s, 14s.
What they will be is you will be either a 15 or a 16 seed coming out of those play-in games. So your Norfolk States, and I'm using that as an example, will be in there. So they will end up being your 16 seeds and your 15 seeds.
Yeah.
The at-large bids, which would be like in Indiana this year, those last 4 in, last 4 out, whatever, they become your 11s and your 12s. So if the Missouri Valley Conference gets an automatic bid, they're going to stay out of that. They're going to be in that field of 64.
Okay. All right.
You're not a dummy. You're special.
I like that. Thank you, Mike. Mike wrote in, Ross isn't a dummy. He's special. That's exactly. My mom said that all the time. My dad, one of my dad's lines was always, my sister is an absolute angel of human. And we never says bad things, you know, and my dad would get really mad at my brother and I because we were, you know, idiots. And my dad would go and he'd go, oh, what the hell is wrong with you? And my sister would go, there's nothing wrong with them. I was like, hey, you're making it worse. It doesn't mean.
You're special.
Special.
Wrong with you. So you don't. One thing I'm not going to believe the NCAA on is that, you know, like, yeah, they'll make more money, but it's not as big of windfall as what you think. Bull crap. There's going to be a bigger windfall here.
Travis, they said it in their press release that there wasn't that they got to cover some of those expenses and got to get those teams to travel around. Man, yeah, I'm still not crazy about it. Nobody was asking for it. Fans weren't clamoring for this.
Yeah, it wasn't like college football when we only had 4 teams. We're like, we need expansion. We got to expand it. And then they do. And there's still going to be, you know, more expansion. This was like, why are you doing this? Because people are hurt? No, because the conferences want money. This isn't to benefit the valleys. It's to benefit the SECs, the Big Tens, the Big 12s, and the ACCs of the world.
Duh.
Trying to think what blind check says here. It's going to make the 4-13 games more likely to see upsets. The better mid-majors now will get 13 seeds instead of 12s.
I don't. Sure, there's there will be there will be unintended consequences. That could be one of them. I mean, yeah, they aren't doing this to help out the Drakes and the Northern Iowas of the world.
No.
So it should be a pretty simple thing. Like, if you're not a 500 team, you don't get to go to the postseason. Could that be a thing? Could the regular season matter that much?
But Ross, the automatic qualifier is through the conference tournament.
I know. See,
in my book, you can get rid of conference tournaments.
What we're doing is we're going to take the bottom 12 lowest ranked automatic qualifiers, and we're going to take the bottom 12 lowest ranked other teams that are at large bids that we decide to red them. We're going to pick those 24 teams. We're going to do that. Yeah. Could we just make a rule where, like, the regular season mattered? Hey, I lost you. Yeah, I've lost you. What the heck? No way. Funny. Just the other day, I was thinking about how this hadn't happened for forever and forever. See, I get angry. I hear a caller there.
Ross.
Who's that? Who's hollering? What's your name?
Ross, this is Ray.
Ray, what's up, buddy? I can hear you. I can't hear Travis.
Well, that's a good thing. My woohoo, it's a double woohoo today. Today's my last day of work.
Oh, Ray, that's awesome.
There you go.
And what makes it a double woohoo is my wife retired on Tuesday, and we both work for large bastard corporations, and we're both happy to get away from them.
Ray, good for you. What's your all right? Today's the day. Today's the final day.
Yep. As soon as I get back, I'm south of Sioux City right now.
Oh, Ray.
Is there a little bit of you that's sad though?
No. This company's gone to hell the last 6 months.
Ray, what's your plan, man? Give us, like, let's say you win these $90 in tickets and you end up hitting the bajillions of dollars. What do you do, man? What would what's the next 20 years going to look like?
Oh my God, that's a hard question to answer, Ross. I'm going back to Alaska, that's for sure.
Yeah,
but
back to Alaska.
The wife wants to go. What's that?
You said back to Alaska.
I've been there twice.
All right.
I love Alaska. It's great. And thanks to Travis, my wife wants to go to Italy.
God bless her. God bless her. I can help you do it cheap, too, so you don't have to spend all that Social Security.
Okay. And the funny thing is, Ross knows the large bastard company my wife works for. Who is it, Ross?
I don't know.
Did Ross work for him at one time?
I'm pleading the fifth on that one.
Wells.
Oh, all right. Hey, it's all right. It's all right. Whatever. It's all right, man. I'd rather talk about the fun stuff than the bad stuff.
What? We've been a regular while you're driving, Ray. You're not gonna stop listening to us, are you?
Oh no, I'm gonna get up every morning, listen to you guys from 6 to 8, and go back to bed.
Then go back to bed. Ah.
I'm gonna for 2 fucking weeks.
That's awesome.
Oh, that's great.
Well, Ray, congratulations,
Ray.
Ross, how long before he's back to work? Part-time doing something.
No, the honeydew lists are going to be flowing heavy.
All right.
All right.
And one other thing, Travis, I'm going to leave you a email on your Rush account today. I want you to do me a favor on Monday.
Okay.
And since this is my last day of trucking, I'll close out with, remember one thing, guys. Keep your hands on the wheel, your eyes on the road, that big truck between the lines. And you'll be just safe there, good buddy, and I'll catch you on the flip-flop.
Drive safe, Ray. Good stuff.
Bye.
Man. That's a guy getting to the finish line, dude. That's a guy getting to the finish line.
Like or is he getting to the starting? Or is he getting to the starting line?
It's turning a. Thank you. That's the way to look at that, Travis. I just mean a congratulations.
Yeah,
a job well done, man.
Now I was looking. Ray won back on March 1st. I don't know how the lottery would feel about a repeat winner.
Are you kidding me? Right? I mean, we did have Jay had a good one earlier too.
Yeah.
We had fun with Jay, which we got to get back to and we'll talk to Kluver about this. But come at me with this Dutch letter.
Your Dutch man.
We'll get to it. I said, Ray, man, that's a. Congratulations. Go back to Alaska. And then Travis, how about that? You've made that much of an impact on two people's lives. That what do they want to do with their retirement? And Travis talks about Italy.
Well, I got an email yesterday. I've talked somebody into going up to Fort Robinson. So somebody want to know the way to go to Fort Robinson. Gonna go up there and ride some horses.
Dude, starting Monday, we're going to start talking about going fishing up in Canada.
Did you get him that video spot? Did you send it to
I will
to
do today. That's going to happen.
Make sure to tell Nick to do that because if it's not in there,
I know it won't.
You add more work for me later on, and I don't. It's all about me.
What happened now? We're gonna get Kluver. Kluver will be the deciding vote on this. But
Okay.
if he's unless he's wrong, if he's wrong, then his opinion won't matter.
Well, he could be right in my eyes, wrong in yours, right in your eyes, wrong in mine. So he's wrong and right no matter what.
We only like people's opinions we agree with. So
sometimes the key to feeling better comes with just being seen for what you need. Urology Center of Iowa has a dedicated men's health wellness center with services from low testosterone to managing the effects of aging. But more than that, UCI is the place to go when you want to be seen like a man, not a patient. You don't want somebody else's treatment. You deserve yours. Schedule an appointment at UCI today at IowaURO.com. It is the Rush Radio Show powered by Willis Automotive.
Game on. Keep your edge with Body Armor Sports Drink. Bold flavors, electrolytes, and hydration that goes the distance. Grab Body Armor before the grind, during the game, and after the win. Body Armor Sports Drink. Hydration that's real and better for you. Pick up Body Armor Sports Drink on your next grocery store run or convenience store trip.
With the Iowa Lottery's new Millionaire for Life game, you could win $1 million a year for life. That could make you a My Dream Job is No Job-ionaire. A front row tickets to every show-yonaire. A hire a personal glam squad for you and your bestie-yonaire.
Yep, a little further.
Or just to never run out of your favorite pickles-yonaire. With Millionaire for Life from the Iowa Lottery,
And these.
you can change your life for life. Play today.
Hi, I'm Sean McFarland, Service Manager here at Mini of Des Moines, and I have a question for you. Are you and your Mini ready for your summer motoring adventures? To help you have a little more fun on that trip, this month we're offering a 15% discount on all fuel services, as well as reduced pricing on all pre-planned maintenance packages. Please stop by so our factory-trained technicians can ensure your Mini will continue to keep a smile on your face for years to come. Please give us a call or visit us online at miniofdesmoines.com to set your appointment.
Hi, it's Noel. At Fiscus Jewelers, we're honored by the fact that our customers continue to come back on purpose, and that trust means everything to us. For years, we've been privileged to be a part of life's most meaningful moments, and we never take that responsibility lightly. We proudly offer the largest inventory in Ankeny, cutting-edge custom designs, including free CAD drawings, and a team that takes the time to get it right. Thank you for choosing us year after year. Fiscus Jewelers, your jeweler for life.
Hi, I'm Tom, owner of Central City Liquors. Our customers love us because we offer a large selection at an affordable price. And to keep costs low for you, we don't splurge on fancy promotions and expensive equipment. This commercial is being shot on a phone taped to a stick. Anyway, we are proud to announce our new rewards program that allows customers to save more the more they buy. So don't spend more to pay for fancy commercials. Save at Central City, where we know what's important. I told you we should have used duct tape.
Hi, it's Josh Romick at Willis Lexus. And I want to tell you about our Lexus Spring Sales event we have going on, where you can take advantage of $150 off 4 tires or $75 off a set of 2 tires. Give us a call to schedule or visit us online at willislexus.com.
Back like a rash you thought was gone. Travis and Ross aren't contagious, but they are addictive. It's the Rush Radio Show, powered by Willis Automotive.
From classic hardwood to stylish tile and cozy carpet, Iowa Floor Covering delivers quality and service Central Iowans trust. Call or visit iowafloorcovering.com and see why it's good people, great floors. Welcome back to the Rush Radio Show, powered by Willis Automotive. It's Friday. That means we bring in the man, the myth, the legend. Drinking, what are you drinking? I'm drinking a Body Armor Light from Atlantic Coca-Cola Bottling Company.
Look at that. I need to get me some of that. This is just a homemade latte.
I go for the Powerade. I go for the Powerade Zero when I'm going fishing. I went fishing yesterday for just a short period of time. Had a Powerade Zero. Zero sugar. If you do you ever get a sports drink like that, Kluver? Do you ever? Because I tried it. When I do, I just go for the one with the 0 sugars to try to.
That's my move too. I cannot tell you the last time I drank like a normal Gatorade. Yeah. Like it just doesn't fit into it really shouldn't fit into
that
any
championship lifestyle.
Any 30-year-old or above's life doesn't involve a regular Gatorade.
See, Travis, this is why I say shit like if you stay ready, you ain't got to get ready. Right? Because look at Kluver. Look at Kluver.
He stays ready.
Stays ready. Then look at you and me. Look at me. You and me, we got a lot of get ready ahead of us.
Yeah, I'm never getting ready.
We're all
never getting ready.
We're all getting ready all the time.
How much do you hate Dutch letters?
I've only had one.
There you go. That's the answer.
Shut up, dude.
It's and it was fine. But are we talking about tulip time right now?
Yes.
Okay.
You got to go Poffergies.
What's that?
Look it up. They're like these little mini. So my wife went to
pancakes, like little mini pancakes.
With powdered sugar.
I know what you're talking about there. I've had those. They're little mini.
Your wife went to Central, huh? Did she play sports at Central, or she just
started? Yep, she started her career on the volleyball team. Was a decent volleyball player and ran into some issues with thoracic outlet syndrome, which is an issue where I'm not the doctor, but it's like the musculature around your thoracic cavity, which is your upper half of your torso, there's not enough room in there. And so the musculature and sometimes the ribs, like her ribs would pop out of place just randomly and cause a lot of pain. And her hands would go numb because the muscles were so tight around the nerves. So she had to go in and have that. I think she had some of her rib, like an upper rib, removed. And it affected her volleyball. Like she couldn't feel her hands when she did like physical activity for a while. So it's not as bad as it sounds. I made it sound a lot worse.
Her ribs would just dislocate?
Not like, I mean, not to the point where you're like on the stretcher, but yeah, they would like just barely move because ribs kind of float. They're not like super in place.
But Eli dislocated one wrestling and he was out for last summer.
I mean, yeah, if you dislocate, I cracked a rib 4 years ago and it was bad. It was bad pain. Like every breath I took, I could feel it.
I had a coworker last week. She was in Harrisburg, Pennsylvania. She's going up the escalator at the Harrisburg airport. The dude in front of her falls back on her and she falls down the escalator and cracks her ribs.
Oh.
And she's
how old?
And
she's probably mid-40s. She's in pain.
It's not good.
How would you like to just be on an escalator and some dude just falls on you?
Oh,
gee, what's this guy doing? What is this guy doing? Like,
and then he just got up and left her. He didn't even see. I mean, she's laying there in pain. He gets up. It's like a hit and run. Just gets up and leaves.
We suck.
That sounds like it hurts really bad. Irish Hawkeye, she is just as tall as me. We are both 5'10". I might be a half inch taller.
Man, I'm going blind. I can't read the. You put up a comment earlier. Did you see? I have to like shoot back. I have to do like. You put up a comment. And I was like, he said what now?
You have your glasses on too.
Shut up.
It's not good.
I don't make fun of you. I don't. Shut up.
I have my contacts in today. I don't normally wear them, but
you only had one Dutch letter in your life. What? Why?
The only place I would know to get them is Pella, and I didn't get there a lot. Between me and my wife's relationship, she did most of the traveling to Iowa City. I was kind of tied up being a all-star long snapper, national treasure.
Is that because you were known in Iowa City, and if you went to Pella, nobody knew who you were?
No, I liked going to Pella. I really did. I am very self-centered and love attention, clearly. But it was nice to get away and like drive to Pella and hang out every once in a while.
We were making fun of Oskaloosa apparently earlier, and people were like, "Man, why do they always crap on?" It's I don't know the same reason.
It's easy. It's a low hanging fruit.
Exactly. They're both beautiful, but I was going to say Pella's a beautiful town. It really is. Oskaloosa is a beautiful town. Oskaloosa is a really cool place.
I've been to Oskaloosa a couple times only to play basketball. I don't know anything about this town otherwise, but Pella's
go down there to dunk on some William Penn dudes.
No, there was no dunking.
You couldn't dunk? Could you dunk a volleyball in your day?
A volleyball, yeah.
Okay.
I can't. My hands, I have small hands, so I can't palm a men's basketball. I could hardly palm a women's basketball. But I can.
I never could dunk because I didn't ever have the right shoes or glasses.
Yeah, that was.
What did glasses have to do with it?
I didn't have the right ones. I didn't have the right ones. I didn't have
didn't
the right
have
ones to be able to dunk.
You didn't have Mike's special stuff or whatever's in the can.
Right. If I'd have had different shoes and different glasses, I think I'd have been able to dunk.
If I just had different genetics.
That's what I needed. Was different genetics.
Same.
I love Travis says, how come you only had one Dutch letter?
Yeah, so I made it to Pella probably.
Gross.
I made it to Pella probably 2 or 3 times a year in college to go visit Lauren. And we went to I think Yarsma's is one of the bakeries there.
Yeah, listen, people love them. Oh, they're gross.
Yeah, I just never my thing.
Yeah.
It is what it is. I mean,
and if we had to argue,
they're not healthy by any means.
And if we had to argue the case, the proof is kind of in the pudding here.
What is healthy anymore, Travis?
That's fair. I had salmon last night. I thought that was pretty
salmon's
healthy.
decent.
Yeah.
Had some salmon last night. I had some cauliflower rice last night.
Wow, that is
watching my macros.
Rice.
That's the most.
Anjanette did she rice the cauliflower?
That's the most Omaha elite meal you could have.
Or did you go somewhere and did somebody else?
I had bagged cauliflower rice, so we nuked that, and then we had some blackened salmon from Costco that we baked.
Never mind.
It's good.
Didn't you just get your dog food delivered in bags too?
Oh, we spend a lot of money on dog food.
Still
more? Oh yeah, yeah.
So earlier, Clue, we were talking about how Travis and I are very different dads. I've got a dance recital tonight. I'm going to be rocking.
Nice.
Are you going to be a dance recital dad?
Travis never did anything for. Now listen, hold on. Travis never did anything for his kid. Very earlier, he very proudly talked about how I was a no dad. I didn't let that's a waste of money. I didn't let my kids have fun. Hey Travis, does your dog get its food delivered in a bag?
How's that $4.80 meal your dog eats every
I think it might be more than that. I mean,
the amount people spend on their pets is concerning.
It's insane.
Yeah. Concerning.
Trust me, I would be a kibble guy all the way, but Owen and Anjanette are insistent that the kibble gave our last dog cancer, and therefore we can't feed the dog. It's got to have the primo food.
The kibble gave our last dog cancer. Wow. Yeah. Maybe.
And fake Bob Vanderplatz isn't wrong. He goes, doggy daycare is crazy. I've got a friend.
You should try regular kid daycare.
which blows me away. Now, I am going to be judgmental. You stay at home every day. Why do you take the kids to daycare?
It's a good question. I've considered, Mr. Momming, and being a stay-at-home dad. I couldn't, especially now with the lawn care business. I could not. It just would not be possible for me to do work with the kids home. Maybe eventually, but right now in toddler stage, there's no way I wouldn't get it
with the lawn care. But you could cut content with the kids home.
I could
You could work out with the kids home. Just put them in a high chair.
If it was just the podcast and the other things that happen in my life, I could probably do it. But it's not just that. So I also do think that there's a social benefit to being with other kids, not always being with their parents. Having to listen.
It's called playgroups. That's called playgroups.
Yeah, I mean, there's ways to do that for homeschool kids, but yeah. I mean, I'm fortunate enough to pay that money to send them off.
And social, no judging here. I went through it,
I know everybody is too that has kids. It's insanity. But yeah, we're I mean, we're in it. We're in it right now.
You're deep in it.
Deep.
Well,
Deep.
listen, do
Deep.
the stuff. That's what I would say.
Yeah, to
Rather
come back
than
to your
saving-
question, I am probably
rather than
advanced
saving the
recital
money. Yeah, rather than saving the money so that you can give your dog $8 meals.
and we don't have pets, so
Are we north of $8?
That's coming, by the way. You will have a pet within the next 6 years.
No,
Yes, you will.
No,
Yes, you
because-
will. Because the kids will want one, and you'll cave.
I won't.
Ross didn't want to fish, but he's got a fish.
And listen, the fish tank's thriving, by the way. You haven't asked about the fish tank in a long time. The fish tank is thriving.
We won't.
Because you have a wannabe marine biologist there
I'm
now.
not the kind of person who caves on something like that. And my wife also doesn't want pets. Like there's nothing. But yeah, I do have something to bring back up from last week's show, actually.
Okay.
Really?
Nice. Fire away.
Ross brought up, or one of you brought up, the NFL draft picks, 7 tops, best draft class in Kirk Ferentz's era, right? 7 guys.
Yep.
Would have been Trav, I think.
100 and whatever now draft picks under Coach Ferentz. And Ross, you said, I don't care about the NFL. I want championships.
Yeah.
And I don't know why this hit me, but it was like 3 days ago. It was like 3 or 4 days after this show last week. It might've been like when I was working out, and it just hit me. I was like, and this is a little bit controversial for some, easier for me to say, and I'll explain why in a second.
Okay.
At the core of my fandom or my following of Iowa, I don't want championships.
What?
That's not what I truly want. I don't set out the basis of my fandom with the Iowa Hawkeyes is not I need them to win a championship.
Okay.
I actually don't care if they ever do. That doesn't mean that most people, you guys are both looking down, look like you're doing the Kirk Ferentz writing notes kind of thing. So I think 15, 20 years ago, when conferences were smaller, and albeit there was no money in the system, there was, but it was a couple SEC schools that were McDonald's bagging their guys. I think it was a little bit easier to say, I expect my team every once in a while, at least for Iowa, we're not Purdue or something, to be like, I expect them to compete for a championship every 3 years or 5 years or 10 years, whatever it may be for you. With 18 teams in a conference, wildly different financial situations on top of the recruiting base that's been built for the last 50, 60 years. I think as a fan now, if you set yourself up to be like, I'm cheering for my team and we deserve a championship, I need them to win a championship, I don't think that is a realistic thing to ask for unless you're a part of a handful of fan bases. And more so on the other side of this, because I am a product of the program, I actually care far more about, and I want to come back around to this because the first I don't care about championships was a little bit of like a clickbait title of this monologue.
I had that written down, not clickbait, but I had it written down. Like, we're going to get around to that. You don't want championship. But anyway, okay. Continue your thoughts.
What I care most about when I follow this program and I put my attention towards the Iowa Hawkeyes and Coach Ferentz and his program and those players is, sure, I want to be competitive and I want to have fun watching them, which means they're in games. I think last season is a perfect microcosm of this.
That's fair. I'll give you that.
They were in every single game they played. Lost 4 of them, all really close, heartbreakers. Won against Penn State, won a close one against Vanderbilt, actually kind of dominated Vanderbilt. So won a couple of them as well. I want them to be competitive. I personally care about everything that Iowa stands for in the discipline, churning out good dudes, right? What they do on the inside of the program, how they turn 18-year-olds into 23-year-olds, the reputation that Iowa has when other schools across the country. We just talked to Desmond King a couple weeks ago on our podcast. I asked him about, did guys ever talk about Iowa in the locker rooms in the NFL? And he's like, yeah, they did not. Guys did not want to play Iowa. They knew that Iowa. I care about that stuff. Championships,
Tyler.
Championships would be great.
Okay.
If Iowa won a Big Ten championship, I would be ecstatic. I would love it. It would be amazing.
Yeah.
I'm not against championships. I think basing your fandom around the idea, the central focus of we are in this to win a national championship, or even a Big Ten championship.
But that's where you're overstating it. Okay? Because you said the other words. I am. You are. You're. It's not that you're basing your fandom on this. It's not. And you said other words in there that you got to start walking these things back down. I
don't.
That I love it. I love you so much, Tyler.
And I think before you continue, Ross, some fans, because I've interacted with them,
are in this category of need. And you said deserve. Like, I don't know a lot of fans that think they deserve a championship.
Oh, Ross.
I've met
the people that I've talked to and gotten DMs from.
That's true. That's fair.
And here's what I'm saying. I'm not saying that everybody falls into this camp, but there are some out there. It might be a minority, but there are some people out there who that is how they view their fan experience. Like, as the Hawkeyes gear up this fall, if we're not making every decision and doing every single thing we can we better be championship caliber. It's like
Katie Charter says, I said that when Iowa State stuck to basketball. Now that they could, you bet I want to win one. So Iowa doesn't have a chance yet. They're good, but not championship good. I think once you tasted a championship,
the expectation
would change.
You talk to a different level of fan.
I tasted a championship more than anybody listening to the show right now. I tasted it, and it was taken away from me. I didn't do shit in that game. Let's be honest. But
that's right. Hey, we were. Yeah. Neither did we. By the way,
I was right there.
Show on it.
I was literally 71 seconds away from being a Big Ten champion, and I'm sitting here telling you, I don't think I care about that. Now, for those that listen to the show, our show, people know I'm a little bit of I'm an oddball when it comes to certain opinions and stuff. I think if you're expecting a championship, if you're in this to be Big Ten champions, national champion, you are setting yourself up for failure, especially in an 18-team league.
Yeah. My only pushback, and I know this wasn't what we wanted to spend the entire time today talking about, was last week, which, by the way, I love a lot of what you said here. But I don't think most fans fall into that category of feel like they deserve it or they need it.
Probably not,
or anything like that. But they want to win. We're all in it for the fun. We're all in it because it's fun.
Yeah,
it's fun to watch the games. It's fun to be a Hawkeye fan. And my good friend Randy Childs, the best line ever: nothing's more fun than winning.
Well, we were talking about this earlier when it comes to championships, and I want to know your opinion, because we said for Caitlin Clark truly to be considered one of the greats of all time, she's going to have to win a championship. If you're going to be in the talk of Michael Jordan or Tiger Woods, you need a championship to be. You don't think so?
The greatest of all time regards to what? Individual basketball player? Or career?
I think it's an all around, a true difference maker that could propel people around you and yourself to unbelievable heights. Why is Michael Jordan in our mind, might be LeBron James for you?
Caitlin had 0 championships in college.
I know.
Right.
And 0 in high school.
There were multiple GMs of the WNBA who said they would trade their entire roster for her.
Mm-hmm.
which means you got to win it. But why do they do that at that
because
level?
They know
it's
in the
to win
WNBA they would be able to surround her with talent to go win a championship, and she is that kind of player.
But that's the difference between
the
pro and
whole
college
argument.
right now.
The whole argument on this is a whole other thing. The whole argument on Caitlin Clark not winning a championship at Iowa, and that's what's holding her back is being the greatest ever.
I don't fall into
Said that.
Nobody said that.
Isn't that what the whole conversation just was?
Well, it's just she hasn't won one yet. But when you're a pro, I think.
As far as if we're talking her pro career, there's a lot to be.
Yes,
I'm talking college basketball player.
No, I'm not talking college basketball player.
If she never won a WNBA, championship.
Yeah, because in the WNBA it's different.
NFL, it's different. You're there to win a Super Bowl, right?
The saturation of talent leaves you with no excuses. They're all professionals. The worst NFL team beats Ohio State this year by 50 points.
Yeah. Oh yeah. No doubt about. I love those conversations.
So there's now you can't give the excuse, and I love the players that Caitlin played with at Iowa. Sanano was great. Gabby Marshall, a lot of the girls that just graduated, Stolke, like that's not a UConn roster.
No,
the depth. And it sounds bad, like Iowa was in the toilet. They weren't. Megan Gustafson laid an insane foundation. But where Caitlin came in at and the heights that she took that program to, she traversed more distance on pulling a program along than any player in the history of college basketball.
No doubt about that. No doubt.
But I think we're talking to
if you're talking pros, there's a lot to prove.
Yep.
She got injured last year. I think she had a great rookie season. She got injured last year, got drafted to a tough team. So yes, her pro career still has a lot left to be considered. If we're all encompassing Caitlin Clark's career, that's a different conversation.
Yeah,
be tough for the Caitlin's not the GOAT crowd if she does win a championship though.
Yeah. And we're not in the Caitlin's not.
We're not in that. We're just saying.
I thought you were talking college originally.
No. We're talking pro.
That conversation actually started when Travis had a really good question about is more pressure on her right now or the first year when she came into the league. I'd said more pressure that first year when she came into the league. But now it's a different kind of pressure. Now there's this long-term career pressure.
I think it grows every year you don't win the championship because that's the caliber she's in.
And that's how, see, now we're all speaking the same
language.
Have a great weekend,
Who's
guys.
your next interview, by the way? Who's your next interview?
I don't actually have one for Sunday.
All right. You just got another episode came out, what, Wednesday? Thursday?
Yesterday. With, who'd we record with? I don't even know. I forgot already.
Go check it out. The Washed Up Walk-Ons podcast. You can find it wherever you get your podcasts and on YouTube.
See you, boys.
Tyler, thanks so much. We'll talk to you next week. Everybody have a good weekend. It's the Rush Radio Show powered by Willis Automotive.
Start spreading the news, 'cause it's time to buy booze, and there's only one place to be. You can see all your friends, the good times never end, unless you're just loitering. It's Central City, we can make your dreams come true. No guarantee your dreams will come true. Central City, all this booze is waiting for you. Look at all this booze.
Hi, Noel from Fiscus Jewelers. Thinking about popping the question? Take their breath away with a diamond you can trust. Rare and forever natural diamonds. Thoughtfully selected and pre-screened using advanced technology. If you don't see exactly what you're looking for, we'll custom design it together. Our experienced team is here to help you create something truly meaningful. And let's not forget about the guys. We proudly offer the largest selection of men's wedding bands around. Fiscus Jewelers, your jeweler for life.
Boy, howdy, we love spring. Flowers, nature coming alive, pollen, bugs, rain. Wait a second, those last three things aren't great. If only my Volvo had new wiper blades, engine air filter, and cabin air filter treated with FrigiFresh. Wait a third, that's the Fresh Spring Package available at Willis Volvo Cars for 20% off retail during the month of April. I better go online to Willis Volvo Cars to schedule my appointment, and you should too.
With the Iowa Lottery's new Millionaire for Life game, you could win $1 million a year for life. That could make you a My Dream Job is no job, you know. A front row tickets to every show, you know. A hire a personal glam squad for you and your bestie, you know.
Yep, a little further.
Or just to never run out of your favorite pickles, you know. With Millionaire for Life from the Iowa Lottery,
And these.
you could change your life for life. Play today.
Your edge with Body Armor Sports Drink. Bold flavors, electrolytes, and hydration that goes the distance. Grab Body Armor before the grind, during the game, and after the win. Body Armor Sports Drink. Hydration that's real and better for you. Pick up Body Armor Sports Drink on your next grocery store run or convenience store trip.
Back to the Rush. Strong opinions, weak filters, and just enough sense to stay on the air. It's the Rush Radio Show, powered by Willis Automotive.